Hey y'all. This episode is going to be a little more personal. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and while I've had some beautiful highs lately, this past week has reminded me that healing isn't linear. All right. This time of the year, May is usually really heavy for me, specifically the end of May, May 30th, the 31st, like right there, literally at midnight. And with everything that's been going on in the media with Cassie and Diddy, domestic violence, abuse, and drug abuse, I have really been triggered. I've been really in my feelings and dealing with my own issues that I've had to deal with, plus seeing all of this all over the timeline and everywhere. And it's just been a lot. So today I'm speaking from that space, not for pity, but just for genuine connection, because I know I'm not alone in this. And if May is a hard month for you too, just know that you're seen. I'm here for you. You all know I love you. I like you. All right. But anyways, hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley-Moniique, the host of Too Authentic Podcast, the podcast that's always keeping it real, keeping it raw, and too authentic. Let's talk about it. Woo! Hey y'all, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Like, I've really contemplated. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I guess that's really the only words that I have for it. Y'all been seeing the news. Y'all been seeing all that stuff with Cassie and Diddy, right? Okay. Well, I got my own personal issues. May is very hard for me because specifically coming up this year at the end of the month will be 10 years. I never really talk about this. Everybody in my family doesn't even know some of these things I'm getting ready to tell you guys. A lot of my friends don't know. Only the closest one that I really could confide in them about this. No, so that's probably like 2 people. And one just learned of the situation. But like 10 years ago this month, I was in a really bad car accident with my kids and the father of my children. This car accident literally could have killed all of us. I mean, literally killed all of us. And there was 4 of us in the car. Me, him, and my 2 kids. This is 2015. You know, it's crazy because I've been ripping and running and been outside a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I've been out here just living a little bit, riding off these highs, just pushing, podcast, work with my kids, really just in the mode, in the mindset, really just out here doing what I'm supposed to be doing, living in my purpose, right? So being busy, I'm like, okay, do April, we coming to May. I'm not even really paying attention. I'm like, do still, woo, podcast, Kendrick, festival, like just been lit. Well, last week and this past week, the week before last and this past week, I've been at home now. So Mother's Day, I went and spent Mother's Day with Amanda. Love to my girl. Went and spent Mother's Day with Amanda. Came back. Then this week, I've been finally sitting down and I've just been like, shoot. Things have been coming to my mind. I'm just like, oh damn, they're seeing the news, this. Soon as all this Cassie Diddy stuff just been coming up, I just been instantly like, boom, triggered. And usually around this time of the year anyways, my anxiety gets really bad. My PTSD starts sparking up a little extra. I will sometimes have dreams about the car accident again or the car going off cliffs. It's crazy. But I haven't had that this year, thank God. But so this is a little trigger warning. I'm gonna give y'all a little warning. I'm not gonna get too graphic, but it's a little trigger warning. And just from listening and reading to some of the things about Cassie and Diddy and drug abuse and domestic abuse and rape and all that, like that shit really got me just like my heart just been, because it makes you reflect on your own life and the things that you've been through, and then you sympathize with another woman, and then you see people in the world that's like, well, this and that, and it's like, shut up. If you ain't never really been in this situation, or just shut up. just please be quiet, because domestic abuse doesn't always look how everybody think it is. It's mental, it's physical, it's emotional. There's layers to all of this. Okay, so then you bring in domestic abuse plus drug abuse. That's a whole nother layer of whoa. So I have been with my kid's dad by this time 5 years. We got together about 2009, had a baby 2010, mind your business. 2015. I mean, things weren't bad, things weren't perfect, but we was doing what we had to do, what we thought was right at the time. And 2 kids, having babies, because we had 2 babies then. And when we got together, it was kind of like Party City. It was just us doing whatever kind of type deal. Smoking weed, drinking. We was in the studio because that's how I met him, in the studio. Went over there, did a song, boom, boom, bam. Next thing I know, whoop, 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 later on down the line, okay? But particularly this year, it hadn't been the best of terms for us, but like I said, it hadn't been bad. By this time, we was already engaged. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on with that. But this particular day, it was May 30th to be exact. I know this because my birthday was getting ready. I went out that day to go celebrate my birthday with my girls. We went to the Mexican spot, went and got massages, and I came back home and was getting ready to spend some time with him. So that evening, we was spending time, he cooked dinner, whatever the case may be, right? Boom. So, and I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I had been off birth control maybe like two weeks. I hadn't had my appointment yet. And I wasn't really trying to be doing, I'm like, hey, you got a condom? Cause look, nigga, I ain't trying to have no more kids right now. We cannot. No mas, no mas. Like, no. And next thing I know, flipped the switch and he was just spazzing out, tripping. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna drop you off, right? Now, I had a personal of 1,800 or something. It was a personal, no matter what it was. I had a personal and I was getting ready to drink it. I'm glad I did not drink that. I said, nope, let me wait till I get back. Okay, get in the car. It's already 11 o'clock. It's damn near almost midnight. But you over here tripping. I don't feel safe with you. I don't want to be dealing with that. So it's like, look, let me just get you out of my space. That's where it was at this point, where he wasn't fully staying at the house, but it was like, look, you just need to go stay where you've been staying because I don't want no problems. And it's like, you tripping off of me about a condom, knowing I'm not even doing anything. So that right there is what made me mad, because it's like, what? What are you insinuating? I'm trying to make sure that you should be thinking the same thing too. You would think, but no, you're not. So we get in the car. We ain't even been in the car a good 2-3 minutes. The radio's on. My youngest is asleep. The oldest is awake. Now, mind you, this whole week, the youngest kept taking her arms out her straps in the car seat. She kept taking them off, sitting up. And I'm like, sit back, put your arms back in the strap, popping them legs, popping. I'm like, Just so happened she stayed asleep. Okay, all right. Make sure y'all following. Hit the radio, trying to find a song, because the oldest, she's awake right now, because she's like, what's going on? Why we leaving this late? Why am I in my pajamas? Why? She's like, what's going on? So hit the radio, and it's Iggy Azalea, I'm So Fancy. She's like, keep it there, mommy. He switches it. I switch it back. By now, he want to keep popping my hand. And I'm like, what are you doing? So next thing I know, the car went like this. The car went like that. We went like this. Bow. We in the brick wall. Car that hit the brick wall. Done flipped 2 times. Upside down. The whole shebang. Me, him, the kids. First things first. Do not argue and get in the car with anybody. It ain't worth it. Do not get in the car and argue with anybody. It's never worth it. That was the first real incident that was going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that should have been my wake up to be like, girl, get out. I have to go to the house. Clearly the ambulance was called and everything. He pulled us out of the car. Fingers, I don't know if y'all can tell, but like my middle fingers are kind of messed up. It don't go straight, but open to the white meat, busted open. I got tiger stripes over here because my arm was messed up. I had a knot over here, 6 stitches in the back of the head. Rushed to the hospital, boom, boom, bow. Now, remember I told you I was going to drink that personal and I didn't? Thank God I didn't. You want to know why? Because I don't even remember, don't know where, don't know how, but all I remember was breathe, breathe, blow, blow, with the thing in my mouth. You know, the breathalyzer. That they was gonna check to see what was going on with that first and foremost. Here we go. We done made up a story or whatever. Lost control of the car. No, we was in there fucking arguing like some dumbasses. Like playing with our life. That's crazy. Crazy. That was really crazy, okay? That should have been my wake-up call to be like, you need to get away from him. You need to go. This is not worth. Y'all could have died. He could have killed you. He could have killed his kids. He could have killed himself. All of y'all. These kids could be without a parent. That was not okay. Not only that, when that video of Cassie came out of Diddy chasing her down the hall and another situation comes up with their dad. By now I've discovered you're popping pills, you're doing coke. And I tell people this all the time. And I don't want neither, but I take a cheater over an addict. This, and mind you, the way I was raised, I wasn't raised to know the signs. I wasn't raised to know that I was dealing with who I was dealing with. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't know none of that. So to me, I don't even know that you have a habit. Now, after I done figured shit out and looking back on a whole lot of things, I'm like, oh my God, this whole time, this whole time. The whole time. No, he wasn't just like you smoking here and there, and you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even popping no mollies. Like I just always figured I don't even like boogers in my nose. Yeah, I know I got a nose ring or whatever the case may be, but I don't even like boogers in my nose. So I damn sure ain't finna. I barely like swallowing pills. They're hard. I'm not popping on Molly. I just know God would use me and make me an example. That's why I never did none of that. But looking back, there have been plenty of signs. Looking at his circle, it was there more than enough times. You know what I'm saying? So after the situation, we weren't together, but I was still keeping the communication and the door open because we have children together. That was my fault. Because that right there enabled him to come and go as he pleased. Passed out on the couch, fucked up on the floor, in and out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That was dumb on my part. But because you were showing up when I needed you to watch the kids, when I needed this, I was tolerating that and I was accepting that, which was wrong on my behalf. Hey, you live and you learn. One particular time, he stole from me. Stole the car. Took my car. I wake up. I gotta go to work. The kids gotta go to school. You're not even answering the phone. You come in here stumbling. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Next thing I know, y'all, I'm being attacked. And I'm not saying any of this to talk bad about him. I'm not saying any of this to smear his character. This is just my truth as far as it, because never in a million years would I ever think that one, I would have to, I don't even like to say that, identify as a domestic violence survivor, someone who's been in a domestic violence dispute, but I have. And these are just the occasions I'm telling you about. There have been times where breaking shit, fighting and cussing and y'all know what I'm saying, like dealing with it, and I'm not knowing, but it's you having these highs and lows and not even really dealing with you. But next thing I know, I'm being attacked because I'm asking you where you were, why you took my car, and why you late. I gotta go to work with our 2 children. You're attacking me. You're trying to drown me in the fish tank. You slanging me across here. Like, if there was never a time that I really fought for my life, that day, I had to really fight for my life. That was, my daughters were watching this. My daughters, the reason why I fought back. Y'all like, why you didn't kill this nigga? I don't know. He almost killed me, I'll tell y'all that. Just, this man tried to drown me in the fish tank. He couldn't get me in the fish tank. He drugged me to the bathroom in front of my dog, and he tried to drown me again. Dealing with someone that is an addict, that was not the person that loved me. That is not the person I fell in love with. That was really the day that really broke it for me, because there was no amount of excuse. There was no amount of drug that could make you do that to me. And even telling y'all this right now, like, this is embarrassing. I never even told my mother this. She's probably suspected, but I've never. So, Mom, if you are listening, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To anybody else, like, it's hard coming out. You don't want anybody to know you went through that. You don't want anybody to know you tolerated that. You don't want anybody to know that is a part of you, because you walk around with that every day. I have scars from these incidents from with him that I have to see every day. I have to walk with a shame every day. And I don't want to say a shame, but I gotta walk every day and remember, girl, when I look at my fingers or my hands hurt because it's cold, or my arm hurts because I still got glass in here. Like, I have a constant reminder of these things. That very same day he tried to drug me and tried to drown me in the tub, he knocked me on the floor. Before he drugged me, he knocked me on the floor. And he stepped on me and he broke my ribs. Maybe about after 30 minutes of boom, boom, bam, 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 he left. I don't even remember if I called the police, the neighbor called the police. I don't remember. I know by now my kids had missed the bus. I wasn't quite late for work, but I was almost late for work. I no, I think I was late for work, because I was late for work. Adrenaline is still going. Adrenaline is still rushing. Trying to get the kids to school because they just been traumatized. Oldest was trying to help me. The little one, she was scared. And even me trying to hold my baby and do that, like, that's not even smart or good, because I didn't know. And this was a different type of strength with him that I had not experienced. He was in a whole different dimension, and I had to think in a different dimension. I had to literally fight for my life. This man was really just slang me. Da, da. After dealing with that and having to sit in that, and it hurts because you never think you will be the one to be in a situation like that. You see it on movies. You may have somebody in your life near you that's dealt with this or gone through this, and you swear, "Ooh, it won't be me. It won't be me. That could never be me. Oh, I killed." You don't know until you're in it. I pray to God my daughters never have to deal with no shit like that. I pray to God that my daughters never have to deal with that. This was never anything that was on my bingo card. This was never anything that I just, glorify or anything like that, because behind mine, I will kill. And the fact that I never told my mom or any of my family of these things, like that was horrible. But I also feel like I didn't, because there was reasoning, like, I still wanted him to, and that's the part that people don't understand. Like, I still wanted him to be a dad to his kids. As crazy as that sounds. Like, how you want him to be a dad to the kids and he can't even be respectful or yada, yada, yada to you. I know, it's wild. But that was the thought. That was the thought. After this was all said and done, I had to take my ass to therapy, because it became a lot. Because now I have to reframe my mind and my thinking and how I handle you. I have to now put a boundary on you, because I have to put me and my children first. It's so much shame behind it, but you don't have to have shame with it. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to feel like you have to go through this alone. And after the car accident and that whole situation, you trying to drown me and you stepped on me, you broke my ribs. Crazy thing is, I went to the doctor probably a couple weeks later, 2 or 3 weeks later, because it got to the point where it was really unbearable. I lied at the doctor's office. So I fell. She knew what was up. She's, "You sure? You fell? Because you got a couple that don't look like." "Yes, doctor, I fell." She just looked at me, but she knew. Bruising all up on this side over here. That was the worst, because there's nothing you can do with broken ribs, fractured ribs. They have to heal on their own. I'm getting up, I'm going to work. I'm not sleeping on this side. I'm not telling nobody what happened. I'm literally, every time I breathe, it's hurting me. Can't even barely hug my kids. It's hurting me. I suffered so long for a long time, because it was little builds up to that. The car accident there was incidents before the car accident, but the car accident should have been the one to be like, all right, girl, you need to get on. All right, girl, you need to put the boundaries. All right, girl, you need to get out of this situation. The car accident should have been, I should have listened to my mom. You can't heal where you hurt. And it only began to get a little worse with us. Get worse and get worse and get worse. By then we was engaged. So my married couple friends like, y'all try. Okay, we tried, but shit, no. I had to go. It didn't feel the same. It wasn't the same, and I knew that. I left for a little bit, came back to Georgia, went back again, and then I just was like, nah, this ain't it. And in 2020, we've been here since. I knew I wasn't okay. I knew that mentally this had really taken a toll on me. I was irritable. I was having trouble sleeping. I didn't want anybody to see me. I just felt like, oh my gosh, I wanted to hide. I wanted to isolate. I felt better being alone. I could cry all day, cry in the shower. Like it was just part of what I had to go through to get to where I am today. And people often think that, healing ain't pretty. Healing looks different to everybody. And while there are parts of me that are healed, there are parts of me that are still healing because some things still bother me. But maybe that's normal, and maybe that's because I empathize when I hear and see these things. I understand. I know that feeling. Watching her in the fetal position, that did something to me. Not only as a victim, and I hate that word, not only as a survivor, but as a mother. I'm gonna rock somebody's shit behind mine, and they better not keep it from me. But through it all, I'm healing, I'm growing, I'm loving. There have been incidents where I feel like I don't want to date because I am a little worried, I am a little scared, I am a little afraid. But I can't let that hinder what I have going on. I can't let that stop me from being great. I can't let that stop me from blocking what God has for me. I've been enjoying these beautiful moments. And I was talking to Amanda, and she was like, girl, you need to stop downplaying yourself. You need to celebrate you more. You need to talk about your wins more. You need to showcase yourself more. And see, I'm not really that girl. I'll talk here and there and, like a kiki here and there and da 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 da. But I don't get on here because, look, y'all, I done forgot I have a whole notary business. I got my notary license. I done probably had about a year and I forgot about it. But hey, but like, even my birthday's coming up in 2 weeks from today, June 1st, okay? It's coming up. Gemini season. We the best. No DJ Khaled though. I've been in the middle of trying to plan a birthday with my girls and what are we gonna do, even if it's just a night or two in Atlanta. But like this past week, I was like, man, I don't even feel like doing this. I was just so drained and just so, oh my gosh, my heart heavy, my head hurt, my everything just and I ain't gonna hold you. I was in the bed all day yesterday, hair looking a mess. I said I was watering my plants and watering myself, and that was how I watered myself. I didn't do a damn thing. And it's crazy because anybody listening to this, you are not alone. You don't have to stay in these situations forever. You can reach out. I tell y'all all the time, get in the DM, hit me up. Email me, whatever you got to do. Facebook, Instagram, it's TikTok, whatever you got to do. Talk to somebody you trust, somebody who's not judging you, And sometimes them highs feel good, but then when it's all said and done and those moments have passed, you're back in the realness of life and you're like, oh, it's like that moment was that moment, but this is still real life. And it's like, damn, but it's all right because every day is not going to be a good day, but every day ain't a bad day. So we're just going to ride the way, enjoy it. On those good days, get up. Look good. Feel good. Do your thing. On them low days, get on your knees and pray. On them low days, talk to God. Get in that journal. Go find somewhere, a safe space. And a safe space isn't literally a space. It could be somebody. It could be your journal. It could be gardening. It could be a cup of coffee or a cup of tea on your patio. And because sometimes you gotta take a chill pill, okay? Gotta take a chill pill. If this month is hard for you like it is for me, I see you. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be like, damn. Here we go again. Do what you need to do. Water yourself. And right now, your cup may not be full, but it's half full, okay? Ain't no half empty. We half full, okay? Cause that's how this perspective is going on over here. We gotta change perspectives and things, okay? We ain't no sad bitches. But sometimes it's okay to be sad. I have an affirmation for y'all, okay? I honor the pain I've survived, the growth I've earned, and the peace I'm still creating. Make sure y'all check us out on Instagram, Facebook, 2 Authentic Podcasts. We're also on Threads, and we are on TikTok. Make sure y'all listen on Apple, Amazon, and Spotify. I am Ashley-Moniique, and I am the host of 2 Authentic Podcasts. Remember that I love you and I like you. Take time for you this month. It's all right.